Fighter Eala comes up short in Auckland semi-final despite brave comeback. Eala produced a stunning comeback at the ASB Classic, but ultimately came up short as Wang Xinyu saved a match to reach the final in Auckland. It was always going to be a tight contest as it was the world number 53 taking on the world number 57 with both players looking to reach a second career final, and the Chinese star managed to hold her nerve to secure a 5-7, 7-5, 6-4 win in 2 hours and 43 minutes. Both players showed remarkable fightback qualities as Eala initially found herself 0-4 behind in the first set, but then won 7 of the next 8 games to take the opening set. She also lost her serve in the opening game of the second set, but broke back in Game 6 and secured a second break 2 games later to serve for the match. This time it was Xinyu who managed to turn things around as she looked to be on her way out as Eala had a match point at 40-30, but she saved it and broke back before a second break set her up to serve for the set. WTA features. Hobart draw. Emma Raducanu gets double boost as she is promoted to number 1 and avoids big guns. Former Wimbledon champion believes Coco Gauff's serving woes could have a 5-minute fix. The world number 57 then got off to a blistering start in the decider as she again broke twice to open another 4-0 lead before Eala took a medical timeout for a possible back/shoulder injury. The Filipino threatened to stage another comeback as she claimed one break back and reduced the deficit to 5-4, but the 7th seed eventually served out the match. This time it was Xinyu who managed to turn things around as she looked to be on her way out as Eala had a match point at 40-30, but she saved it and broke back before a second break set her up to serve for the set. WTA features. Hobart draw. Emma Raducanu gets double boost as she is promoted to number 1 and avoids big guns. Former Wimbledon champion believes Coco Gauff's serving woes could have a 5-minute fix. The world number 57 then got off to a blistering start in the decider as she again broke twice to open another 4-0 lead before Eala took a medical timeout for a possible back/shoulder injury. The Filipino threatened to stage another comeback as she claimed one break back and reduced the deficit to 5-4, but the 7th seed eventually served out the match. It was a crazy battle from the start to the end, for sure. She's an absolute fighter, Xinyu, who finished runner-up in her maiden final at the Berlin Open in June 2025, said. To be honest, I feel more pressure when I am 5-0 up than when I am behind. I'm really happy that I got through this one today and to my first ever final. Her team quickly corrected her that it was a second final. Live rankings update. Eala, a runner-up at the Eastbourne International last year, had a chance to jump to number 43 in the live rankings with a win, but she has now been overtaken by Xinyu with the 24-year-old projected to rise 14 places to number 43 herself when the WTA rankings is updated on Monday. The Filipino, though, is set to reach a new career high of number 49. Xinyu could jump to number 40 if she wins the final, but she will have to get past either top seed Alina Svitolina or third seed Iva Jovic with the two battling it out in the second semifinal. Eala will next be in action at the Australian Open while Xinyu has signed up for next week's Hobart International. Want more from Tennis 365? Add us as a preferred source on Google to your favorites list for tennis coverage you can trust. Fighter Eala comes up short in Auckland semi-final despite brave comeback. In the world of tennis, every match is a story, and every player a protagonist in their own drama. For Eala, the rising star from the Philippines, her journey in the Auckland Open semi-final this year was no exception. Though the scoreboard ultimately did not reflect victory, Eala's performance was a testament to her resilience, grit, and the unyielding spirit that has earned her the nickname Fighter. Facing an opponent ranked higher and seasoned with experience on the WTA Tour, Eala entered the court with a mix of nerves and determination. From the outset, the match unfolded like a narrative of struggle and perseverance. Her opponent, relentless and precise, quickly took control of the early exchanges, pushing Eala into defensive positions. Yet, even in moments when the rallies seemed tilted against her, Eala's resolve never wavered. Each shot carried her trademark blend of strategic placement and fearless aggression, a reminder that she was not merely playing to survive, but to challenge, to fight, to make every point count. The first set slipped away, narrowly, a reminder of the margins that define elite tennis. But it was in the second set that Eala's spirit truly shone. Trailing initially, she began a courageous comeback that electrified the crowd. Sharp forehands, deft drop shots, and unexpected net approaches signaled a player refusing to succumb. Her movement across the court was fluid yet powerful, a dance of athleticism and mental fortitude. Each winning point was not just a statistic but a declaration. Eala was not done. Commentators and fans alike recognized the tenacity she displayed. It's one thing to compete at this level, it's another to rally under pressure, clawing back point by point against a player with more experience. That she managed to bring the second set to a decisive point, forcing her opponent to dig deep, was a testament to her preparation, training, and unwavering focus. Even as the final set loomed, the match had become a showcase of courage in the face of adversity, a quality that defines champions, regardless of the immediate outcome. Yet, despite her heroic efforts, the match concluded with Eala narrowly missing the chance to advance to the finals. The defeat, while disappointing in the moment, carried lessons far greater than any trophy. For Eala, every swing of the racket, every calculated risk, and every rally won against a top-tier opponent adds layers to her growth as a player. The experience in Auckland is a stepping stone, a reminder that the path to greatness is seldom linear, and that resilience often outweighs the simplicity of winning or losing. What stood out most was Eala's demeanor after the match. In interviews, she acknowledged the tough loss with grace, yet also radiated pride in her performance. "I gave everything I had out there," she said. "Every point mattered, and I tried to fight until the very last ball." Her words reflect a mindset that transcends statistics, a mindset that embraces challenge, values effort, and understands that perseverance is often the true measure of success. Eala's journey resonates not just within the tennis community but with anyone who has faced uphill battles. There is an artistry in her approach to the game, a narrative of persistence that mirrors life itself. She reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Her Auckland performance was less about the scoreboard and more about the human spirit in motion, a vivid display of what it means to be a fighter in every sense of the word. For Filipino sports fans, Eala's performance adds another chapter to a growing legacy. She has become an emblem of hope for young athletes in the country, showing that with talent, discipline, and heart, competing on the global stage is not just a dream but an attainable reality.